Welcome. Time for yoga. Sit loosely and settle for a moment. One more breath, let it stretch. Sitting tall, leaning back. Take the leg that's closest to you, straighten it out. Interlace your fingers, thumbs wide, so your arms are strong. Your spine is tall through the top of your head. Relax your leg, hold it there, and then try to activate it. Point your foot, draw back on your foot. Do that a couple of times slowly, pumping your ankles, awakening your core muscles gently. Little heart lift energy. And relax. Give your ankles a circle each way. Your ankle. And then fold your knee hinge. Externally rotate your hip and ground into that leg. Second side. Interlace other way. Thumbs wide. Relax your legs, sit tall. So your biceps work here to help hold you up, as does your back and your core. Now move your ankles. Ankle front and back, toes split. 26 bones and joints. Relax. Circle ankle. Other way. Knee folds in. Hip rolls out. And rounding into your seat. Refine if necessary. Bring your hands out to your knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take your right shoulder over towards your left knee. Really reach out to stretch your back. Come around to the center. Just keep breathing. Bring your heart forward. Reach your shoulder towards your other side. And curl to the back. Other side, left shoulder, right knee. Go to your own degree in each pose. Find a place where the sensation and work feels good and positive. Round. Sit tall, release. One more each way. Right shoulder, left knee. Sweep it around. Stretch your whole center. Stretch your back, your hips. Curl to the back. Other way. One more time. Reaching out from your shoulders. Curl back into cat spine. And sit tall. Focus on your nose for a moment in your breathing. Try to find even breathing with a soft downward gaze. See if you can sense the vibration of your breath at the space between your eyebrows. Once more. Subtle vibration, sound in the air. Let your nose lead you to look off towards the right. Let your nose lead you to look up. Keep your neck long. Turn and look towards your left. Nose looks to navel. Release. Let's go the other way. Look to the left shoulder. Let your nose lead. Let your nose move upwards. You gaze at your nose tip or up to the sky. Turn and look off your right shoulder. And then look down towards your navel. Deep breath. Bring your hands together. Shoulders down your back. Keep your chin tucked comfortably. So here the fingertips are close to your brain. There's your mouth. There's your heart all together. Have a moment with that connectedness, heart, mind, voice. What we say to ourselves is important, as well as what we say out loud. Perhaps say a little something kind to yourself. Open up your eyes, breathe deeply in. Arms up. Breath of fire. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull 10 times. So even steady breathing, seamless and dynamic. Just get a rhythm with the arms. Stand up after this. So just core strong. Start to combine it with the breath. Find a good rhythm for yourself today. I started off kind of fast for myself. It does awaken energy. Next time you breathe in and reach up, just go slowly, let it reach. Go slowly, bring down your arms. Rest a moment with the intention of clearing the energy around you. Sensing energy, letting go. Take a few breaths to make your way up to standing. Perhaps go off to the other side. If you always get up one way, go the other way too sometimes. If you want to try the little pop from the hands and knees to hop to your feet. Fold in, knees soft, head down. Press into your feet to stand up. Reach up to the sky. Step to easy wide feet for victory pose. Shoulders down, arms reach. Easy wide legs, connecting with the earth. Open feet, spreading toes. Firming legs. Navel towards the spine. Help support these arms up. A little gentle lift of your heart. Let our gaze be centered and steady. To let our eyes rest, our brain rest. One more breath, victory pose. Exhale, release to mountain pose, arms down by your sides, palms forward. Feel the aliveness of your body. Connect with breath. Allow yourself to feel empowered by what is to come. Step your feet to hip distance or together for Surya Namaskar, sun greeting. Inhale, slowly, slowly, breathe up, breathe and reach up. So slow. Exhale slowly as well. The process of forward folding to your own degree. Touch your hands to your legs, bring down your head, still breathing out. Halfway lift, make it a slow one. Give yourself time to find length in your spine, strengthen your legs and tummy. Briefly suspend your inhale. Take down your hands, breathe out, step back your legs. Bring your knees down, hug your elbows in. So if you need to, here, pick up and reset hands. Let's practice the chaturanga 5 times. I've got my toes tucked under because that feels better for me. So you can have your feet flat or tucked. Heart towards the earth, press away. 2, 3, elbows in. 4, nose gaze. And 5. Upward facing dog. Stretch out your belly. Stay on your knees, but just move them to a place where they give you space. Gaze down, take an in-breath. Exhale tabletop and puppy pose. Toes tuck, hips back, head down, elbows up. Look back lovingly at your feet and toes, and it's not supposed to crush them. So you might reset if they're kind of crushed. It's very good for us. We have a tendency towards flexion with our hands and our spine and our feet. So as we get older, we need to stay open. One more exhale. No matter how old we are. Inhale, release your feet, pull up to tabletop pose. Deep breath, gaze at your nose. Deep breath out, gaze at your navel. Go between those two twice more. A little extension, the nose gaze. Gaze towards your navel, round your spine. Last one. Complete the movement with the breath. Downward facing dog. Lean forward into the hands and tuck your toes under. Pop up your knees. Come to your feet. Refine and hold steady. Yogi's choice, first one. Does it help you to bend one knee at a time or to move side to side or whatever wiggles you have in yourself for your downward dog at the moment? And then settle into stillness and center, pressing back into the legs. 2 more breaths. Let your heart open towards the earth in this play bow, aptly named for our dog friends. The inhalation comes and we shift forward and step forward. Slow, slow exhale, forward fold. Stretch across the back of your body, just the right amount. Inhale, standing up. A little bit of breath at a time is the secret. Controlling the breath. Exhale, arms down into your sides. Again, heart and sky, breathe in. Exhale, and we send the energy downward. Balancing up, down, side, side. Half lift, horizon gaze, long through the top of your skull. Bring down your hands, breathe out, step left leg back, then the right. Bring down your right knee to the floor, left foot behind, side plank pose, 5 breaths. You can keep your hand down, you can straighten both legs. Where are you with this pose? Gently challenge yourself. 3, press the earth, tummy towards the spine. Exhale, center. Second side, just go ahead, knee down version. If you want to straighten or use both hands, yogi's variations. So we need a fair amount of determination here. Recognize that it's impermanent. Just 2 more breaths. Give it all the strength you have for it. Is there anything you need to soften? Exhale, release, relax, center. Down to your belly. You can use your knees down or just do forearms down. Release to your belly and let your legs lengthen back behind. Let your spine lengthen as you come to the floor. Bring your thumbs down, arms back. Lift your heart, gaze at your nose, breathe 5 times. Like you're flying forward, gently ground your legs and feet. Eyes down. Neck long. 1 more breath, reaching back, reaching forward at the same time. Exhale, relax, release your arms down. Let softness go through you. Hands in that open, spiraling outward position, hug the elbows in. Upward facing dog. Press the arms strong and straight. Drive with your legs to come into the shape. Carefully flip over your feet to downward facing dog. Breathe 5 times. Trying to bring the weight back to the legs as much as we can in this pose. If you need to bend your knees to tip your pelvis into the V shape, that is fine. One more breath, a big breath into your whole rib cage. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, look between your hands. Another way of coming forward is this hop or step lightly, bringing the legs straight. Fold in, exhale as you're ready. Slow breath, arms wide, stand up. Exhale down into the sides of your body. Pause, feel your energy. Find samas, evenness, sameness. Stepping to empty coat sleeves pose, easy wide legs. We want to mindfully give ourselves a little swing, a little rotation, letting the arms be free. So your knees can be soft, turned out as needed. And don't just throw yourself around, but be very mindful here, creating softness in the upper body. If you like, you can start to touch your heart center in the front and your kidneys in the back as you come around. Land gently into your body. A little meditative flow. One more each direction. And relax back to center. Pause a moment. Feel the ease flow through the upper body. Stepping the feet closer again for the crossover side bend pose, right leg over or in front of the left. Find your balance with crossed feet. Here, keep your shoulders down, so let them be down as your neck is long. Bring up your arms, keep your shoulders down. Catching your right wrist gently, side bend to the left. So don't squeeze the base of your thumb, just gently hold. Downward eyes. Observing what different poses do with your breathing. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Other side, find the foundation. Shoulders down. Arms up. Gently catch and side bend, tractioning that left side of the body all the way to the floor. So observing when a pose makes it feel like it's harder to breathe, we still need to breathe. We still can breathe. So we just learn to go maybe into our backs, to focus on the breathing so it stays calm. Just a little observance of that today. Observing poses that challenge your breathing. Come on up and out. Not suggesting that this one does necessarily, but just be open to that discovery today. This is one that might revolve Utkatasana. Feet are hip distance or together. If your feet are together in fierce pose, you can press them together. Either way, yogi's choice. Sit down in your chair, add the revolution towards the right. If you want to hook your elbow, you may add that. Reach up and down possibly. Find your breath 5 times. Breathe deeply. Remember to add softness when you're fierce, not too fierce. Exhale, carefully release your revolution and press to stand up. Exhale, second side. Lightly twist. Add depth to your twist if it feels good in your body. Breathe 5 times. Exhale when you are ready. Release. Center and then press to stand. Step your feet hip distance if they're not already. Guide your pelvis into forward fold. Catch your elbows and practice rocking forward fold, calming your nervous system. Allow gentle rocking in your feet, a little sway in your spine. Release forwardness. Release your back body. 2 more breaths in your own way, like you're rocking a baby, calming your nervous system. Exhale 1 more time. Bring your hands to your waist, press into your feet, and bend your knees. Stand up with power. Exhale. Bend your knees, step to the left side of your mat today. And then let's start flowing from side to side, turning your toes out toward the corners of your mat. Go to your left knee and then to your right. Back and forth several times. Find your own way in. Press out, creating strength around your hips. Down, press. Come to your first side for a hold where you feel good. 4, 5, so grounding. Press that foot to come out. Change sides, finding that sweet spot where you've got some positive work. Make sure your neck is relaxed here. The neck is always included in each yoga pose. It is the secondary. We're always wanting to make sure we have good energy flow through our spine. One more time. Deeply breathe. Exhale. Press it up all the way up to center and up to star pose. Big breath in. And breath out, down in the center. Swing out your heels, find your wide spreading foot pose, and don't hold back. Whatever that is for you, go out there. Breathe in deeply. Reach out your arms, inhale. Exhale, release your hands behind your back. Catch your fingers together and breathe as you bring your fingers down, your hands down, sorry. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Spread and relax your feet. Deep breath. Lift your chin. Exhale, forward fold. You need to bend your knees, that's fine. This is a great physics pose. Hips go back, head goes forward. Arms stay at your back if they feel good to come away. Gently explore. Let your fingers just hook together, your palms separate. Feel the blood flow into your brain. You could hear it. One more slow, deep breath. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Inhale, standing up. Use bent knees if you need. Exhale, release. Turn your right leg out towards the front of your mat, over and down to triangle. You can stay where you are. You've got a more spread out stance than we sometimes do. Find that up and down reach. Do you need some tailbone tucking energy in triangle? You want to have a nice long low back. One more exhale. Breathe in and change sides. Breathing out when you're ready to come down. And just find that dynamic reaching in all the directions. Tailbone tuck, Uddiyana Bandha, navel towards the spine. Fourth breath, see if you grow a little bit in your fifth breath. Exhale, navel in. Inhale, rise up and return to center. Back to the front leg for warrior B. Bend your knee over your ankle. Get nice and spread out in this one. Find that lowness for you where your leg can be parallel to the floor if you can get it there. Energize and sweep your arms front and back. Try to find your sameness. Upper body, lower body. Turn, breathe. Gathering fingers gently into each other. Exhale. Other side, inhale. Exhale, bend your knee, turn your head, gather your fingers. One more breath out. Straighten and bring down your arms. Back to the first side, extended side angle pose with a variation if you would like to play along. So it can be the lean on the arm, on the leg, or you can bring your hand inside your foot. You can use the block. So have a moment if you have a block and you want to get it. Lean and reach pose. One more breath, open feet, open hands. Exhale, strong in the navel. Inhale up over to the other side. Bring your block with you if you're using it on the inside of your foot. Lean and reach. Setting your hand inside your foot today if you'd like to give that one a try. What softness can you bring? Where do you need to stay strong? Last breath. Inhale energy up and out. Work your way back to the front. Pause with your energy for a moment. Bend your knees, reach your arms. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring back both of your legs. Come to plank pose, 5 breaths. If you want to add your elbow bend, add it. Press your thighs towards the sky. Tummy in. Upward dog. Determined press. Guide your belly forward, roll your shoulders back. Downward dog, exhale. 1 breath. Step your right foot forward for warrior A, coming up. A moment to rise and find your foundation. Arm variation today. Hands together, elbows bent behind your head. You can just rest your head right into your forearms. 5 breaths. Bring your left hip forward, your right hip back. Maybe the tailbone is tucking under. Exhale one more time. Release your arms. We're going to change the back foot to the ball of the foot for high lunge variation. Have a moment to find your balance. You can keep your hands on your waist if that helps you balance, or bring them into Parsvottanasana arms where you roll in your shoulders. Come together with your knuckles or palms. Breathe 5 times. You can also hold your elbows, just something that brings you openness across your front body. 3, 4, 5. Release your arms, your waist, kick it out with your back foot if you can. You can step halfway in and then kick. And release. Other side. Bend your knees, reach your arms. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Repeating these movements mindfully. Half lift. Exhale, go back. Try to keep your hips low. Move into your plank or chaturanga. Last one, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Just enough to establish it. Left leg forward. Angle in your heel, rise, warrior A. Squaring towards the front, grounding. Hands together, elbows bend behind your head. 5 breaths. Trying things with different durations gives our brains something. So little strengthening, playfulness, learning something new. Exhale. And release your arms. Coming to high lunge, rotating your foot to the ball of the foot. Find your balance. Roll in your shoulders, catch behind, or press knuckles or fingers. 5 breaths. Feel yourself calmed by that steadiness of your breathing, by its sound. Last one. Release your arms. Kick it out. Exhale. And release. I think that's all of our standing practice today. Feel free to sit down or just come and sit down. Since I said last one, I'll stay to my word and I'll just sit down right here. But if you want to flow through, you can. Just keeping it honest. And we begin a cycle of calming. Start with fire logs pose. And you may elevate on a blanket if you'd like. Here we take easy pose and start to bring the feet away from the hips instead of bringing them in. You may stack your right leg over your left. You're trying to stack up your shins. Keep your feet bright. So you are the only one who is in your body and knows what's right for you. So gently challenging, that's good. Pain, we don't want any of that. So back off if you are doing more than you need to. Come forward, maybe just a tiny bit. Maybe your heart comes out to your legs. So don't hold back. I'm going to go and find my right spot. Go in and find your right spot where your hips are getting some releasing, your spine, go back. With it, your knees are fine. 5 slow breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath out. Come back upright and change sides. Take a little time for that. Release. Explore. Fire logs. possibly forwardness. So it can just be a little hinge, or it can be deeper. Find your spot for today on this side. For one. Last breath. Exhale. Release carefully. Bring your feet to the floor. Bring your hands back to heart lift position. For Purvottanasana, let your legs stretch out. Lift your heart. The hands spiral outward. Press. Activate. Feel your shoulders, your back, your chest, all those muscles activate when you press your hands. Lift up for 5, or just work on that pressing preparation. You can also make it a little easier by bringing your feet in for the lift up instead of straight. Okay, inhale. Keep your gaze towards your toes. If your legs are straight, squeeze your glutes. If your hips are up, squeeze your glutes. One more breath, lift your heart, lift your hips. Come on down, relax, release. Bring your feet together and your knees open. This time, bring your arms back with your fingers back so you can rest back into your arms. Just open hands, open hips, 5 breaths. Downward gaze, one more time, lifting out of your chest, lifting out of your shoulders. Exhale, release. One hand at a time, catch your ankles, bring your feet in closer. Rock side to side on your sitting bones to bring your feet and pelvis as close as they come together. Weave your fingers around your feet and sit tall. Breathe in. Exhale, extend forward. So we straighten the spine out of the pelvis and then go down. Once you're forward, release downward. 5 breaths. No forcing. Our bodies can be pretty protective in this pose. Just focusing on softening can be a nice strategy here. Tell your body it's okay. I'm listening to you. I'm honoring what you say. You're safe. One more breath. Listen, connect. Come out slowly. And sit with your legs out straight. Bring in your right leg, bend your knee. Hold on, sit tall. Exhale, twist towards your bent knee. You can stay holding. If you want to reach all the way across, you can come behind your leg or do the wrap. One more time. Release back to center and release your legs, change sides. So finding this foundation first. Leaning forward on your sitting bones to ground into your foot and your extended leg is active. Tall spine, breathe in. Breathe out, rotate, hold on, look back. One more time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. How did you do with your breathing on that one? Just curious with yourself. Relax, release. I'm going to slow down, perhaps adding your socks now, if you would like, or your long sleeves. Bring your Eye pillow, your regular pillow, whatever you've got for finishing. And let's lie down legs straight to begin. So go ahead and enjoy. Once you get there, stretch out. Let the front of your hips be stretched out. All that sitting in life, we keep this closed in on itself. So just even just lying down can release their loving awareness. Add touch if it's nice. Feel your breath. Notice what happens when you pay attention to your breath as it stretches out. One more time. Bring your right knee into your chest. Use your hands to close that gap, gently weight it down. Bringing it up towards the sky, interlace your fingers behind. You could bend your other knee if it's more comfortable. Don't hold back, bring it in towards your face. Exhale, relax. Open to the side, so definitely bend your other leg if it's been straight. Open to the side. If you can't hold onto your foot, just use your open hand. Put your elbow on the floor and let your leg hang into that hand. Turn your head away. Gaze softly down towards your nose. One more exhale. Guide your leg to center and release. Second side, knee to chest. Hug it in close. Nice long neck. You can have a pillow for this one if you would like it. Slide it under there. Interlace, straighten out your leg. Reach it. Open to the side, holding your big toe, or use your open hand to catch your leg. Turn your head the other way. Exhale. Breathe in, return to center, and bring down your foot. Walk your feet in nice and close to your hips and a little wide from each other. Bring your shoulders a little underneath you, each side, and then lift up to bridge pose. Interlacing your hands underneath you. Have a moment to come higher on your shoulders if it feels good. Just stay centered on your skull behind you. 5 breaths. Open feet, uplift. One more breath. Feel your chest come towards your chin. Same for shoulder stand and plow pose, not the other way around. Exhale, release your arms and bring your spine down to the earth. Feel it land, ground, pause. Giving ourselves some upside down time. Demonstrate that shoulder stand and plow, chest towards the chin work. If you'd like to work with a shoulder stand, that is just a little lift of your hips. You can bring your block or blanket underneath or hands. So you can stay. You don't need to lift up if you have any reason to avoid lifting. Even if you just don't know this pose, it's okay. If you know it, if it feels good in your body, we want to reach our legs straight up towards the sky and come into that same position that we were in that bridge pose. With the shoulders underneath, head centered. Use your arms on the floor and then catch the back of your body with your hands. You can use your open hands with your thumbs out to hold your pelvis. That helps you lift up. Eventually bring your hands together by your spine. 5 breaths. Reach up wherever you're working. One more breath. And then bring your hips down and your legs overhead. Plow pose. Stop at any point. Continue towards the floor until you feel like you need to stop. Then release your arms down. You may interlace. Halasana. It's okay if your knees bend. Two more breaths. Exhale, coming down carefully, using physics, release. Coming to heart lift pose as a counter pose, rocking up to seated. Bring your hands back, lift your chest, lengthen your throat, gaze down. So we can all practice some version of fish pose. This is a very friendly. We just want to open up around our thyroid where we've been stimulating and squeezing. Gaze down at your nose, press your hands, lift your heart. One more breath. Release your head forward and lie down once again. Lie down legs straight. If you want to challenge your lie down, don't go easily. Build strength in resistance. A little bit at a time, and then back you go. Roll to the right side of your body and support under your skull for lying half bow. Let's just do one more front body release before we rest. Five. Other side. Grounding your bottom leg. Keep space through your low back by tucking your tailbone. Release to your back body. And we'll finish with a little calming 2 knees in. Hug yourself into a little ball. Tuck your chin. And release open to Shavasana. Taking time to add covering, cushioning, eye covering. You can make your own or use your clothing and be creative, but it is nice to have a real eye pillow, especially if you have a busy mind and benefit from some darkness to help you with quietness. Also, just use your hands to gently encircle your eye sockets. Resting is a process. Check in with your body, the overall, is your low back okay? If you have enough length there, you can bring your flesh of your seat down towards your heels if you need to. Also settling your shoulder blades underneath you so that you just can rest into the earth, letting your arms and legs go with gravity, which is an external rotation. Shoulders down, thumbs down. Hips allow the pinky side of the feet to fall out to the sides. Squeeze your toes, curl them under, give them a squeeze. and relax. Repeat. You could squeeze other stuff if that feels good to you to create some tension in your body. Put some focus on the feet and let it go. Focusing on softness and stillness. You earned this rest. Give yourself the gift of it. If your mind floats away, just draw it back to your body, your somatic experience. It's teaching yourself to stay present in the body, present with your breathing. If the owl calls again at dusk from the island in the river, and it's not too cold, I'll wait for the moon to rise, then take wing and glide to meet him. We will not speak, but hooded against the frost, soar above the alder flats, searching with tawny eyes. And then we'll sit in the shadowy spruce and pick the bones of careless mice, while the long moon drifts towards Asia and the river mutters in its icy bed. And when morning climbs the limbs, we'll part without a sound, fulfilled, floating homeward as the cold world awakens. The next time you breathe in, follow that inhale energy. Let it give you renewed energy for what is to come. Go deeply into an exhale, follow and balance. Again, inhale, stretch your arms. Reach through your legs. Exhale, curl in and over to one side or coming up to seated from the center. Both fine. Rest with your intention. And rest your fingertips together in the gesture that promotes hemisphere balance, communication in the brain, strengthens memory, and allows us to observe that intelligence of our hands. Rest them together and into your heart. Finish with a little brain, voice, heart time. Thank you. I hope that your energy feels good from the practice, that you will be rewarded with reserves of calm energy